10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From the Ground Up Productions presents Talk Therapy with Lady Miz. She is here to listen and give advice, but brace yourself. If you can't handle the truth, because she's not sugarcoating a thing. She's getting to the root of the problem and addressing the ugly truth. You're now tuned in to Talk Therapy with Lady Miz.
Yeah. Do y'all know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? It is Talk Therapy Tuesdays with your girl, Lady Miz. It's going down. I want to shout out the ones that pulled up early. You know I'm feeling y'all. What's good, Joanna? What's good, TT, Big Sis? What's good, K-Swiss? And whoever else is in the building. I appreciate y'all so much. Make sure you share this live with somebody. Send it to them. What's poppin', Jeff? How you doing, Lady Z? I see y'all pulling up early. That's what I'm talking about. She said elbow cough. Guess what, guys? I am not really feeling that good. You know what I mean? I got a little cough, a little sore throat, and my whole family's looking at me with the side eye. You know what I mean? Like I got the Rona. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good, though. I'm here, and I'm giving y'all the best that I got. Damn it. Okay? But anyway, let me just say this really quickly. I want to let y'all know, again, I'm your host, Lady Miz, and what Talk Therapy is about. It's a safe place for us to come and to discuss certain issues, right? It's for us to get to the root of the problem, like the intro said. And it's really for us to address the ugly truth. Sometimes things that we don't want to address or we like to put in the back of our heads like it don't exist, right? We got to bring it to the forefront so we could deal with it, face it, to erase it, and work on ourselves. And at the end of the day, y'all, Talk Therapy is not just for you, boo-boo. It's for me too, okay? That's why I showed up today. Stop playing. So, listen, guys. Okay. Let me know if y'all hear that in the back. I don't know. It's a little something playing. Let me know if y'all hear that background music. If you don't, if it's too low, too loud, or whatever. So, today's topic, guys, is going to be about self-love. Self-love, something that's extremely important, something that we all sometimes might lack, or we might think we got and we don't got it, right? So we're going to talk about that. But before we get into that, I want to first, you got the Deoshas on deck? Okay, we got Deoshas. I want to shout out this artist. His name is Deoshas. This show is sponsored by this super dope artist. Make sure y'all go check him out. We interviewed him before on the show, and this brother is fire. So that's him right there, but we do need his name and everything at the bottom. So I guess we'll bring that on a little bit later, unless you got it ready now. Boom, there he is. Check this guy out. His name is Deoshas. He's an independent artist out there doing his thing. So we want to shout that brother out. Keep doing your thing, brother. We got you. We support you here from the Ground Up Productions, Talk Therapy, your girl Lady Miz, and Double R over there behind the scenes. All right. And we're going to get into this first commercial before we get into our topic. And this first commercial is basically letting you guys know that we have our own network on Roku. So if you have a Roku, search for From the Ground Up Productions TV and add us to your TV list. We also offer packages for content creators out there. If you're a content creator, meaning music, short films, movies, podcasts, all of the above, baby, hit us up because we got packages for y'all. We're going to get into that commercial real quick and we're going to come back and it's going down. Y'all already know what it is. Let's get it.
Are you a content creator? Do you make music videos, short films, documentaries, web series, kids shows, movies, stand-up comedy, visual podcast, educational shows, or sports? Are you a fitness instructor or gamer? Do you record church ceremonies or report news? If so, contact From the Ground Up Productions TV by email at fromthegroundupproductions@gmail.com. For more information on getting your content played on our network on Roku, where there are over 85 million viewers and growing. No more being limited or blocked on social media from the content you post and create. Get the freedom to be you without restrictions from controlled social media. And if you want to run your ads or sponsor our network, contact us now at fromthegroundupproductions@gmail.com to get started now.
Yes, guys. Listen. Also, if you want to advertise something, okay, even if you don't, create content and you want to advertise your business on our show, you want us to shout out your business, whatever you got going on, we do have advertising packages as well. So hit us up for that too. Big shout out to Tanya. I see you, mama. I hope you're feeling better. I do. I'm glad you pulled up because it's about to go down. Okay. All right. So let's get it. Let's talk about this self-love, y'all. Self-love. Oh, y'all wait till we get deep in this one. Before we talk about it, I'm going to read to you what self-love means, okay? Y'all need to understand what self-love means. Self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from the actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth, all right? So remember that. I ain't done yet though, but it's the actions that support your physical, psychological, and spiritual growth, all right? Self-love means having a high regard for our own well-being and happiness. For our own well-being and happiness. Self-love means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. And we know how that could be. Sometimes we people pleasers, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about that here tonight. So let me first start with self-love and how we feel about each other, right? How we feel about ourselves. How we feel about ourselves. What happened? We're a little blurry. Is it blurry? Fuzzy, what's going on? Let him fix it. Let's fix it. But can y'all hear me clear? It's not blurry on my end, but if y'all all see it, then that means it's blurry. It could be our internet. But if y'all can hear me, I'm going to keep talking while he work on that behind the scenes. Y'all sure you don't need no glasses on when you play it? Because I do. Okay, I do, damn it. So check it out. Is it really bad? Yeah, we hear you clear, but you are not crisp. Oh, okay, you're fine. Okay. All right. So as long as y'all can hear me. Quick question. Do y'all hear the music in the back? Is it a distraction? Or not? Please let me know. All right. Please let me know. So let me just, because I don't want to stay stagnated, all right? And we like to keep to our time, so I'm just going to quickly just say this real quick. When we talk about loving ourselves, right? When we talk about loving ourselves, sometimes people can look for validation from others about their well-being and who they are, right? Sometimes people look for people to validate them. And a lot of people think that they don't, but they do. It could be how you dress, how you act, how you are, looking to please other people so you can feel accepted, right? A lot of times, sometimes it could be how you wear your hair, how you wear your clothes, how you talk, the whole 9 yards. That can be an issue sometimes for people because if you're not staying true to yourself, then that means that you really being someone else. You're not being your true self. Actually, babe, that's kind of annoying me. Can you turn it down? I'm sorry about that. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, but If you don't even hear it, then turn it down because it's driving me crazy. And I don't know if they hear it or not. I'm sitting here like I'm trying to talk over the music. I don't know if I should talk or rap. You know what I'm saying? The music playing in the back. So whatever, we're going to leave that alone. What's good, Cassandra? Glad to see that you here. Yes, I ain't even get deep yet. I'm just on I'm just touching the surface of self-love. I already read the definition of what that means. So again, you know, self-love could be other people can base or be judged off of how they look, their social class, right? Social class meaning their money, like the type of money that they have, okay? Their education. And let me just touch on that real quick so y'all can understand where I'm coming from. Sometimes people would judge people based off of how much money they make, okay? We live in a society where sometimes the first thing people say, well, what do you do? What do you do for a living? What do you do? Because they want to know how much money you got. So that means that they're basing your worth out off of how much money that you have. They basing your worth off of your education. But I always tell people at the end of the day, don't ever let those things make it seem like you're less than. Because I know people that are millionaires that don't even have a high school diploma. Now, am I pushing that you should not go to school or finish school? I'm not. But if you don't, that don't make you less than. It really doesn't. And I spoke about this before when I talked about how people, getting that piece of paper. I have a bachelor's degree, and I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna say it does absolutely nothing for me. And honestly, in today's time, that's not even enough anymore, right? Once that we came in the building and started getting leveling up on that, then that shit don't even mean nothing no more. You know what I mean? Yes. What was that? It went away. I didn't see it. Yes. Self-love is struggle. Absolutely. Absolutely, Jeff. Yes, it is. Okay. Another thing when we talk about understanding your value and not looking for validation from other people, I'm going to use this as an example. I don't know about y'all, but you know what I always hated? I hated when I turned around and I seen Black people complain about the Oscars, right? See, this is a whole nother topic, but I'm going to tell you like this. Somebody created that. We are all creators in what we do. Somebody, it's just like they created it. Let's say this is a freaking trophy, okay? If this is a trophy and somebody put a value on it, kind of like Bitcoin. And people say, I want to get a piece of that. If I get that trophy, that's going to make me look like I'm big and I'm this and I'm that and I'm successful and I made it, right? And then when they are not accepted or not respected, then they want to complain later. But then create your own stuff. See, I'm tired of hearing people sit there and complain about certain things, but continue to go and support the same people. You have to find the value in yourself. You have to know what your worth is. And that's where self-love come from. If you don't know what your worth is, then trust me, if you don't know, nobody else knows either. And they know that you don't know, and they will take advantage of your ass if they know you don't know your worth. You better believe it. I'm not playing. That's the damn truth. And I can't stand that, but people do it, okay? People do it. People also base their self-worth. What's good, Calvin? I see you pull up. How you doing? People base their self-worth off of money, materialistic things, fur coats, Gucci and Prada, right? Numbers on social media. Numbers on social media. Getting their body done, okay? Rather it's the fake ass, the fake titties, whatever you want to call it. And this is not a shot at anybody that do that, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm not against plastic surgery. As long as you ain't changing your nose and your bone structure in your face, if you gotta suck that fat out, listen, it is what it is, to each his own. But all I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is those things don't make you. If you don't feel right inside, no matter what you do on the outside, it ain't gonna matter. It's not going to matter. You'll always be wanting to fix something because something inside is broken. And that's what you got to fix, okay? A lot of times we have things inside of us that's so broken that we try to make everything on the outside look so pretty so that other people can see something that's not really there. You understand what I'm saying? So that other people can see something that's not really true. The true part of who you are is here inside. And that's why it's important. Again, I'm going to bring it back to the self-love and understanding what that means. I seen this girl on TikTok. I don't know if any of y'all came across this video. She didn't have no makeup on. She was a beautiful girl, right? She didn't have no eyelashes, no makeup. Her hair was completely shaved, bald. She had on regular clothes. And she said, I'm tired of you guys talking about you want a natural woman. You tired of the weaves. You tired of the lashes. You want this. She said, but when we look like this, you don't even look at us. Okay, so stop saying that's what you want, because she said you don't want that. What you want is that girl with the fake ass, the fake titties, the weave, the this and that. That's who you looking at when they walk by. You don't want the all natural chick. You say that because it sounds like it's something good to say, but that's not what you really want. So let's bring it back to the individual doing that. A lot of times, right, we can all do stuff because one, it makes us feel good. But if you're doing it and it's still not making you feel good, then again, what is really the issue going on inside? Okay, what is really the issue going on within you? Because that is what you really got to fix. Working on the inner you, and the outer you is, that's really. But what the Transformers say? Because it's more that meets the eye, right? It's more that meets the eye than that. You ever hear somebody tell a girl or other females be mad at another female because they got their boobs done or whatever the case may be, and they say, well, oh, look at her, she got that done, or she cheated, she got liposuction. Like, why do you even care? See, you're comparing yourself. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. And you might say, well, what that got to do with self-love? It has a lot to do with it, because when you start comparing who you are to somebody else, that means that you don't see the value in yourself, because it shouldn't matter what nobody do or look like around you. If you love who you are, it doesn't matter what's going on around you. Okay. So when people talk about other females that got stuff like that done, it's because they're the ones that's really insecure. Because if they say stuff like you cheated or you did this, that means that they're in competition. Because cheating means that there would have to be some form of competition, right? So if they're talking and they're saying that, then what? That means that they're judging how they look based off of somebody else. All right. And I understand, don't nobody want to be the ugly person in the room. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I love the skin. And absolutely, Tanya, you are absolutely right. And you must do that. You must love every part of your body. And it doesn't matter. I'm going to talk about hair, right? Since we're talking about that, let's talk about hair. Let's talk about weaves. Let's talk about natural hair and braids and perms, right? We're going to talk about that, because a lot of times, just bringing it back to that girl from the TikTok when she was completely bald. Now, if somebody see her, they would be like, yo, she looked like a dude, but she was pretty, right? Somebody see somebody. You ever see, boy, have any of y'all ever pulled up on, what's his name? Umar Johnson live? I swear to you, I'd be like, throw all my wigs away. He'd be like, I'm gonna snatch a wig. Like, he must have started that snatching wig shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you now. Umar Johnson, he swear that every female that wear a weave hates herself. Okay, but let me do a news flash, because if some of y'all don't know, now you about to know. First of all, weaves is worn by all races, not just Black women, okay? When I'm up in the stores, it's white women in there too getting wigs. The only difference is you just don't suspect it. You expect it from us, okay? So when you talk about the weaves and stuff, it doesn't mean that a woman hates herself. I wear weaves and wigs because I don't want to do my natural hair. I'm lazy as hell. It's easier to maintain a wig, and I like to change the style and do different things. So that's what I'm aware. Matter of fact, I sell wigs. I should play my commercial right now for y'all. You got the commercial on deck, baby? All right. Let's get into the wig commercial real quick.
Lady Miz Hair, the best luxury hair and wigs. We deliver anywhere in the U.S., and we are the first hair company that offers same-day hair delivery if you are in the local area. If you don't feel like leaving the house or the salon and need hair immediately, don't worry, boo. We got you. We deliver the hair to you at your convenience. To order your hair, go to ladymiz.com/hair to place your order. And if you need hair now, call us at 845-377-5209.
That's right, boo. I got them wings on deck. Holla at your girl. You already know what it is. Ah! That's right. And I love them. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Because you know what? At the end of the day, I love me. So I could do that. I could rock it. I could put the braids in. But I never leave the braids in. That's one thing. I always take them out because I feel like they don't be laying right or something. I always got an issue with that. But here's the thing, guys. Females, stop judging other females. Love yourself and stop judging other females based off of how they wear their hair. Okay. Even, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Even when y'all talk about white women wearing braids. So what? It's hair. Why are we basing all of our self-worth off of the way that we wear our hair? It should not matter. I can understand when they say, when they try to say that they still in the culture and they made up the braids. We know that that's not true. We don't need to feed into that. You got to let people be them. Matter of fact, you got to be you, and can't nobody, I'm going to rephrase that because that ain't even come out right. Okay. Nobody can let you do a damn thing. Be yourself and do what you want to do. Women, stop judging other women because they put perms in their hair. Okay. Oh, I don't put the creamy crack in my hair no more. Maybe you don't, but I bet you before you was doing that shit. Stop acting like you better than somebody else because you're not doing it anymore. Okay. I don't put perms in my hair no more, but to each his own. If that's what you want to do, then do it. You know, this is an issue. And what that does is it really makes other people start feeling some kind of way about themselves. Sometimes people can be the cause of other people self-love being diminished. Okay. Huge, huge, huge problem. I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna read one of Calvin's messages. He said, okay, there we go. Most women are in competition with other women. It has nothing to do with the man sometimes. You are so right. Oh my God, Calvin, you are so freaking right. You ever hear that? I forgot what comedian said that. They was like, yeah, when we get dressed up, it's about showing the other chicks. And it's very, very true. But see, let me tell you something about me. I'm so different. I am so different. Like, I really don't give a damn about what nobody else is wearing. If I'm going out with a group of females and they say, oh, what you wearing? I can understand why some people might want to know if they should be dressed up or dressed down. But I don't ask the question. Because I don't care what you're wearing because I'm only worried about what I'm wearing, how I feel. I'm not concerned about what you do. Now, if you don't look like presentable, I might say that to you, but I'm not here to judge you. If you put that shit on and you felt good, then wear it. It's about how you feel. It's about how you feel. Don't let nobody take that away from you, okay? A lot of times people self-love issues, and we're about to get deep. It comes from past trauma, okay? It comes from past trauma. It could be issues that you had with your parents that didn't love you right. It could be friends that said stuff to you from back in the days. It could be little girls when they grow up and they would tease for their skin color of being too dark, which is ignorant as hell, okay? Because black is beautiful. All shades is beautiful. But sometimes those people with their hair, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Black women do have an issue with hair issues. I sometimes I could tell when somebody had an issue with their hair when they were younger based off of how they act now. If they feel like their hair was long, they got to constantly keep touching it or talking about it or doing something because something happened to them and it traumatized them at a very young age. So, or they might do, it's just certain things that you can see in a woman where something traumatized them to the point where they got to constantly focus on that. That's a big thing to them, you know? And that's why when I see people rock certain hairstyles, I salute them. I don't care what it look like. It could be blue. It could be green. I learned to not look at people and judge them. If they got rainbow colors in their hair, I don't say nothing. You know why? Because it's not my job to do that. Because what's important is if they feel good. If they showed up and they feel good, that is what is the most important thing. It doesn't matter. But back to the past traumas. So if you had issues growing up from your parents, if they didn't love you or tell you things like if your daddy didn't make you daddy's little girl, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. If your parents didn't speak great things to you or they said bad things to you, that might stick in the child's head and they can grow up feeling some kind of way. You know what I mean? That could be a huge issue for a lot of people. I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened to me, and then I'm gonna get into some of my own personal experiences that I had. I always felt like I had to prove myself to people at a certain point in my life, okay? Because again, I didn't know what my worth was. All right, my worth was me trying to show everybody else, and I don't need nobody. You know what I mean? I don't need to prove nothing to nobody. But at some point in my life, I always felt that I did, and I always felt like I needed to go to the very people that I thought looked down on me and looked at me like I was nothing. I never forget, like one time I was young, I had to be maybe 11, 12 years old. And a old friend of mine, I was in an apartment complex, and an old friend of mine's mother said to me, and I have no idea why this lady said this to me, but she was just looking at me, and then she said, you know what? You ain't shit, and you ain't never gonna be shit. Yo, and that's not a lie. I was 11, 12 years old, and I know I wasn't that damn bad. You know, it wasn't like I was robbing houses and shit. We probably was ringing people's doorbells and little shit like that. But this lady said that shit to me, and I couldn't, like, when you're young and you hear that, I didn't even know how to process it. The first thing I was thinking was, like, I looked up to this lady, and I actually really cared for her deeply, her and her family and kids. So I couldn't understand why she said something like that to me. And then I guess from that point on, I always watched how people treat me, and I always felt like people would treat me a certain type of way. So I'm gonna tell you, this is where self-love comes in, guys. People can smell, they can sniff out if you don't feel a certain way about yourself. That's why you got to hold your damn head high when you walk out, when you walk into a store, where you anywhere. Hold your head high and love you, because when you don't, they sense the weakness. Okay. And what was happening with me is I was being sniffed out by people who could tell. And it might have started there. I don't know. It could have started when I was younger, you know, with certain things that I went through at an early age, and, you know, in my time or whatever. But every time something happened, it made me feel smaller and smaller and smaller. So finally, when I got fed up and I said, I can't take this shit no more, and I started really doing great for myself after I got out of the freaking hole that I was in, I got into a state of mind where I thought I needed to prove everything to people. I need to show them what I got. I need to show them what I can do, right? But what was I really doing? I mean, really, why did I need to prove anything to them? And that's what I want to talk to y'all about. You ain't got to prove shit to nobody. Okay? You don't have to prove nothing to nobody. Come get this therapy. Stop playing with me. You ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. You know why? Because their opinions don't freaking matter. Never be a prisoner to a person's thoughts about who you are. Don't be that. If you want to be free, if you really truly want to be free, you cannot be a prisoner to people's thoughts, okay? You just can't do it. And now I asked Soraya for tea. I told y'all I was sick. And I asked her, and Soraya, if you on this live, can you please bring me down some tea, please? You know? And anyway, I understand that hurt people hurt people. That's what they say, right? So she might have been hurt. She might have wanted to hurt me. I don't know what it was. But hurt people, but those are the type of things that people can it can start there. It can start there. And this is why I say sometimes you got to look deep down in yourself and see if you are valuing who you are. Okay. Speaking of that, who do you hang around? Who do you socialize with? Because a lot of who you are around says a lot about who you are. Okay. Like they say, birds of a feather fly together. Oh, yes. Thank you, Joanna. Yes, absolutely. And misery does love company. Absolutely. Okay. Who you hang around says a lot about how you feel about yourself. Okay. It says a lot about how you feel about yourself. You got to surround yourself with good people that have good intentions, that care about you. Because let me tell you, we live in a time now where people don't give a damn. They don't give a damn about themselves. So what makes you think they're going to care about you? See, this is why self-love is important, because in order for us to have a better world, we got to first learn to love self. That's important. So let's say you chilling and you got a group of people like I always used to say this. I used to be like, yo, back in the day, being around a whole group of people, we thought that was the shit, right? Like, yo, if it's popping, everybody in here. But it's not about that. It's not about how many people is there. It's about who's there. Okay, the quality of the people, not the quantity of the people. It's so important. If you're around people that don't respect you, then you don't respect yourself. If you have self-love, you would not be around people who disrespect you, who talk about you, who talk about you behind your back, who that is jealous of you, right? Who might want to harm you or hurt you or steal from you, right? All of these things, it's a long list of things. I could go on for days. But the thing is, if you're socializing with people like that, then you have no self-worth, okay? And that was me. That was me all day. And now, even if I get bored, please, I'm chilling. I'm good because I already know. I don't know about y'all, but my spirit, like I'm so into my spirit now. I can feel. I don't even I can look in the eyes. So I'm so deep with that too. When they say the eyes don't lie, the eyes is like the key to the soul. I can look at them and I could watch their body language. I could watch the certain things that come out of their mouth, how they try to say slick shit, but they try to make it look like it's a joke, but it's the truth because they really feel like that, but they trying to say it in a certain way to laugh it off just to see if they could slip that one by without you reacting to it, okay? People like that. Don't put yourself around people like that because all you're going to do is be pissed off. All you're going to do is be pissed off. Joanna said, yup, girls' night out, always that one hater, yup, friend. And we can't even call them a friend because if they're a hater, they can't really be a friend. I learned to be careful with even using that word that know their outfit ain't hitting right, but be like, oh, you look good. So you could go out looking a mess. So they feel better. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. Matter of fact, I got to give you the claps on that one, Joanna. I'll give you the hand claps on that because that is so darn true. They will say that you look good when you don't. And you got to, and my thing is too, if somebody tells you like, yo, change that outfit and they're not trying to embarrass you and they in front of other people and they telling you off to the side, there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with them giving you their opinion about how you look. Maybe you probably could have been a little confused on what to wear anyway. So that's okay. But if you feel like, nah, I feel good and I love this shit, then wear it. You know what I mean? Then wear it. Because if you go out and change and you're not comfortable, then it's not going to be good anyway. So yes, you're absolutely right. You got to keep it real, but you got to be careful with the ones that say that shit because they ain't, no, we ain't doing that. We are not doing that. Let's see. I already spoke about how you don't need to explain yourself to people. Always having to prove yourself to somebody. Now, let me talk about that real quick. I don't know if y'all can relate, but let me just say this. Sometimes we always want to show people something, right? Oh, yeah, I did this or I got that. And if sometimes let's say somebody say something bad about us, we always feel that we need to prove ourselves to show people that what they said is not true. Why? Why? Because the people that matter don't believe that shit anyway. You understand what I'm saying? They don't believe it anyway. So we have to get to a point where we can love ourselves enough to say, listen, if you want to believe that, you can believe that. It ain't true. And I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth. It's wasted energy. You know what I'm saying? It's wasted energy sitting there trying to prove yourself to somebody, because if they believe it, then that means that they think that of you anyway. So you got to pay attention to what people think about you so that you know not to put yourself around those type of people. Love yourself enough not to put yourself around people who look down on you and think less of you, okay? That is important, so important. You have to do that, because if you don't, you're going to find yourself, you ever be around people and you just mad? And they piss you off, and then you later on you go and you talk about it like, yeah, I can't believe this such and such did this or said that, and then you go around them again. Well, that's a glutton for punishment. If you know somebody's a certain type of way and they don't got no respect for you, then why are you putting yourself in their atmosphere? Why are you letting them come in your atmosphere, in your circle? Don't let them in. Don't let them in. Okay? You can't. Putting, this one is a big one. Putting other people before yourself. Being a people pleaser. That right there, that's so deep, because I was a huge people pleaser, and my daughter had to point that out to me. I had friends that I would do anything for, and they knew it, but they would not do anything for me. Okay? It was me trying to show them that I was such a good friend. I wanted them to see my worth. But you can't show people your worth like that. You know, you show that you're just worth being used. I'm sorry, it sounds harsh, but it's the truth. When you're running around trying to, first of all, you can't be helping people that don't want to help themselves. Whole nother topic. You understand what I'm saying? Whole nother topic. But at the end of the day, a people pleaser, that comes from lack of love that you felt you should have got from somewhere that you did not get. It could be a relationship, a previous marriage, from your siblings, from your parents, from your friends, whoever. Somebody that you may have felt like, listen, I loved them and they didn't love me back. And you didn't like that feeling. So you felt that it was time, a need for, thank you. So you felt that that moving forward, you have to show people that you're worth being loved, right? So a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you what a people pleaser look like. You'll do whatever you can to make them happy, even if it makes you unhappy when you're doing it. Are you doing that? Are you making somebody happy, and while you're doing it is making you unhappy? Because if you are, then you have an issue with self-love, and that needs to be fixed. That needs to be fixed, because nobody, I don't care who it is, they shouldn't be coming before you. They just shouldn't. I don't care how bad it sounds, because you can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself. Point blank. You can't be a people pleaser running out there trying to do everything for everybody and they ain't reciprocating it back. But you keep doing it? Where's the self-love in that? Why? Because you're looking for acceptance. You're looking for acceptance. And there's a reason that you are looking for acceptance. All right? What did Town Mama say? Let me drink my tea real quick, because my throat hurt. Yes, absolutely. You be mad at yourself for putting up with it. That's a huge issue. We get mad at ourselves later on. You ever, you go home and you thinking of shit, you mad, you talk about it with somebody else. Or they doing this, I'm always giving them money. And well, why do you keep doing it? You keep doing it because for some reason you want that person to see you in a certain way, in a certain light. But if somebody's using you like that, then they don't love you. And they don't love you because you don't love yourself. People can only do to you what you allow them to do. Okay? They can only do to you what you allow them to do. Now we're going to switch it up a little bit. This is where it's going to get crazy, but it's about to get real. Self-love. You can't tell me you love yourself if you are destroying your temple, your body. Okay? Some of us got health issues. Okay? Some of us, if you're talking about, I love who I am. Well, I'm not saying don't have fun, because I drink sometimes. If you smoke, drink, get high, or use drugs, don't eat right, and you don't exercise, then let's talk about, is that really self-love? Because listen, I'm talking about myself with some of that stuff, okay? I'm talking about some of myself. I can't tell nobody else what to do with them, but I could tell you about me, okay? I went backwards when it came to eating. I know that for real, I should be losing weight because my health, right? And my blood pressure is high. But I want to do right, but I'm not always doing right. So I get up, I might exercise a little bit, and then I don't do it, and I'm not consistent. But I think about, damn, if I'm not consistent and my health is bad, then I can actually die, right? I can actually die. Let me not speak that into existence, but I'm not going to die, all right? But the thing is, why am I not loving myself enough to make those changes? Why am I not loving myself enough to make those changes? Why, if you are a smoker and you know it messes with your lungs, it causes high blood pressure, other things, you know what it can do to you. It can cause cancer. You know this stuff. What is it about you that makes you say you can't make that change? Why can't you make that change? Hold on. Why you got the ticket thing up here? Why can't you make that change for yourself so that you can better yourself for your health? Why, if you drink too much, if you are an alcoholic, that is a problem. Those things affect you in your body. You can't tell people I love who I am. You can't if you're acting like that. Okay? If you are using drugs, you don't love yourself. You don't. Because your body is your temple, right? That's the place that is the house for your spirit so that you could be here. When we talk about self-love, we got to think about that. Okay, we have to think about that. Those things are so freaking important, y'all. And I know this might not listen, some people might not want to hear this. This might not be the turn up conversation, but these are just things that we have to think about when we talk about self-love, because how we are with ourselves and with our body says a lot about how we feel about us. Why is the smoking, the drinking, the drugs, the eating unhealthy more important than us taking care of ourselves? Because the food is nasty, because the drugs is good. If you like to be drunk, why? If you like to be high, why? Why do you constantly always want to be like that? Am I saying never to drink? Nope. Am I saying never smoke weed? If you smoke weed, I'm telling you don't do drugs. I don't think that weed is a drug, right? That's just my opinion. I don't know if y'all do. I don't think that weed is a drug, so I'm not talking about that. For me, I'm talking about people who might sniff coke. I ain't gonna lie, I know a lot of people that do that, okay? If you smoke crack, I know a lot of people that do that too. Heroin addicts, the whole 9 yards. Ain't no way. You ever see somebody sit there and tell you, oh, I don't eat pork, but you smoke crack? No, like, I don't understand, like, and the shit don't even make no sense. I'm going to tell y'all this. I ain't trying to be messed up or nothing when I say this, but I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I always wonder, how do the crackheads live so long? How do the crackheads live? Yo, I'm over here like trying not to die. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here trying not to die, trying to exercise and shit. And them crackheads be speed walking through the hood. I mean, they stay, I don't know. I be wondering, what's in that crack? Yo. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's really not. But I'm just saying, I never seen it. I seen them. They come through like hell, and I be over here struggling. So I'm wondering, is it really whack or what? Like what's going on? What the hell is going on? Oh my God. All right. So guys, listen, when is enough enough? When is enough enough? Calvin said trauma bonding is an issue for some people as well. Speak on it. Speak on it. Yes, absolutely. I wish the phone lines was on right now. I tell you, we got to get these phone lines open. We definitely got to get these phone lines open. But listen, I always tell y'all, even though the phone lines is not open, y'all are welcome to join me on the screen. If you want to come on the screen and talk, then I would definitely send you the link so you can do that. If you want to get something off your chest, because remember, talk therapy is not just for me, it's for you. It's for both of us. It's for all of us. You know what I mean? It's for all of us. So y'all are more than welcome to do that if you want. But yes, that trauma bonding is definitely an issue. It's an issue. People can't really bond with other people and love them because somebody else hurt them. And you'll find that a lot in past relationships. Some people don't know how to love other people because of what somebody else did to them. And that is a domino effect, because then when they get with somebody else that's a good person, they don't know how to treat them, or they don't trust them. They can't bond with them because of their past trauma or what they went through with somebody else. So somebody else got to pay the price for what this person did. And that's not cool. That is not cool. I can't stop. Y'all know I'm over there. He put these laughing things up late. I know what y'all laughing at, though. You're laughing at the crackheads. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that is a serious, serious issue. I'm gonna tell y'all, for me, you know how I used to be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If I'm with a guy, my mentality used to be, they got expiration dates. They have expiration dates. I used to say that, like, yo, I'm not being with somebody for that long. They got to, because I had that type of mindset. This is the type of environment that I was in my past relationships that were bad. So I figured, I deal with them for a little while and then I move on, because I'm not dealing with them for that long, because I know eventually the shit's going to hit the fan. But that's not a healthy way to be. And that's why I go back to saying, when you before you deal with somebody, and I said it on the last show, you got to come 100%. You can't come half-ass talking about it's 50-50. There's no such thing. I mean, you can do 50-50 if you want, but you're leaving 50 on the table, right? So you got to come 100. And you got to know what you're worth. Don't settle for nothing. Love yourself enough to know what you are worth and who you should be with. If you're with somebody that don't treat you right, somebody that abuses you, somebody that uses you and making you spend all up your damn money. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just saying, somebody that is using you and not bringing nothing to the table, absolutely nothing to the table, and you settling for that, that means you have a problem with self-love. That means you have a huge problem with self-love. That is not cool. Why is it that you don't think that you deserve better? What is wrong with you that you feel that you do not deserve better? This is why you got to get to the root of what the problem is. And sometimes getting to the root of what the problem is really looking back on your past and paying attention to those things that hurt you and damaged you, where you thought you were healed, but you never really healed. You just put a Band-Aid on it and kept it moving and told people, I'm good, and they can't see your scar up underneath that Band-Aid. But once you remove that shit, it start bleeding again. You were not healed, okay? You were not healed, and you cannot really fully love somebody else until you love yourself. Let me drink my tea. What were you laughing at? What did I miss? Monique said, especially when they say, don't judge me. You judging yourself. That's so true. That's so true. Well, people say that because they're afraid that somebody's going to judge them. You know what I mean? Because that's what we do. You know what I mean? We do that. And we really got to get out of being that type of way. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard, because all of us could be like that sometimes. We all could be judgmental to other people. I know that I am, and every day I'm trying to be better. Every time I wake up in the morning, y'all know what I do? I go on Clubhouse and I go to this group called Law of Attraction. In this room, they got nothing but good music with a certain vibration sound, and they read these books that make you learn about what the law of attraction is, and that is about bringing goodness to yourself, putting out good so good could come back. It all means the same thing. What goes around comes around. Karma, right? Rather it's good or bad, what you put out will come back. So I try to train my subconscious. I try to train my subconscious, because my subconscious has already developed and already have all these other things that happened in the past, right? So our subconscious, I don't know if guys know the difference between the subconscious and the conscious. Like the subconscious, I'm gonna explain it like the guy did. It's like you ever be talking on the phone and you're driving home from wherever you're coming from, and you ask yourself, damn, how did I get here? I don't even remember stopping at the light, but your subconscious took over. It's just something you naturally do. You understand what I'm saying? Your conscience, though, that's the motherfucker you gotta be careful with sometimes. You don't understand that, okay? The reason is because sometimes your conscience can talk you out of a lot of shit. You ever hear people say, ask God, why me? Why me, God? Why am I going through this? Why didn't you show me a sign? When there was mad signs there for you to see and you ignored it. Don't say it ain't no God. You just didn't listen. You didn't listen when the signs were there. That's why you're going through what you're going through. We put ourselves in the situations that we are in based off of the decisions that we make. And some of those decisions that we make has a lot to do with the lack of self-love, okay? It has a lot to do with the lack of self-love. That's what you got to understand. All of us have been there before. This is not a judgment towards anybody else because we all been there. But we will talk ourselves out of something, or we'll try to reason with ourselves, something we know is wrong, and then we try to come up with the excuse. That's your conscience working. You know what I mean? Your conscience, that's that reasoning part. So what you got to do is you got to train your subconscious to naturally make you do the right thing, to naturally just automatically, so that there is no fight between the subconscious and the conscious. You got to train it. So every day that I get up, but see, all of this don't mean nothing if I'm not putting it in action. I have to keep drilling it in my head. And some people might think I'm weird. I know my family in the house, sometimes I let that shit play over and over and over again. And to them, they might say, turn that shit off in their head. They probably thinking that. I know they thinking that. But I can't turn it off because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. It's to better me. I'm working on me. So I got to work on making sure that when those negative thoughts come, I have to acknowledge it so I can immediately fix it. Sometimes people think, and this is a part of the self-love too. They think that when they understand it and they know it, that it automatically going to change and it's going to get better. That is not true. You're human. You're going to make mistakes. The key is to acknowledge when you're going down that path so you can fix it. The key is to know so that you can fix it. The fixing is the most important part because knowing is just half the battle, okay? So don't be sitting there fighting with yourself about certain things. Just make sure you do the right thing. So I'm going to tell y'all want to think the room, y'all could come in that room. I'm telling you right now, that room is official. I love that room. What's that? I love that room. Oh, okay. You know I got ADD. Say I can't tell you do one thing. I look around. They probably like, look. I get distracted. Look, it is. That's just who I am. Where was I at? I talked about not comparing yourself. Did I talk about not comparing yourself with others? I'm not sure if I did that. I don't know what you pointing at, but know the triggers. Know the triggers. Yes, absolutely. You need to know the triggers. That's what it is. That's the point that I was trying to make, Joanna, because a lot of times we might get into a situation or something might happen where we want to react a certain type of way, but we are responsible for how we react too. We still got to pay the price. Some people think, all right, look, at the end of the day, if somebody punch you in the face and you punch them back, you really can't tell them like, well, yeah, I punched them back. I mean, I'm not telling you not to punch them back, but what I'm saying is you still got to pay for that reaction that you did. So know the triggers early in the game so that you know how to address it and stay away from it before you get yourself in a deeper issue. That's how you protect yourself, okay? That's how you protect yourself. Oh, my throat is killing me. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm totally struggling today. I'm over here hot. I swear I'm going to get tested tomorrow. I don't know what the hell going on. My throat hurt. My nose been running. Things are crazy. I wish I could give y'all even more energy, but I really can't because I am not feeling well. Okay, look, it is what it is, but I did my best for today because I was supposed to be here, so I showed up. At the end of the day, guys, I just want to tell y'all that when it comes to loving yourself, even the people around you, I don't care if it's your parents or your kids or whoever. If they don't respect you, you have to make them respect you. You have to show people your worth. You have to show people your worth. And what I mean by that is this. Somebody comes around and they disrespect you and you allow that to happen, then that means that you don't think that you're worthy of respect. That's what it means. It means that you don't think I'm sleeping on the it means you don't think that you're worthy of respect. So at the end of the day, what you got to do is, if you have a problem with people pleasing, if you have a problem with allowing certain things to happen in your life, bad people in your atmosphere, in your circle, I don't care if it's at work or wherever it's at the family reunion, it don't matter where you go. At the end of the day, make sure that you show up and you show people that I love me. And I'm not going to allow you to treat me any old kind of way. You're going to respect me or you're not going to come in my presence. That's what it's about. Learn to love yourself and don't allow nobody to make you feel like you ain't worthy. Okay? My closing statement is to truly be free. To truly be free, okay, you have to be free from people's opinions about who you are. All right? You need to be free from people's opinions about who you are. Don't be a prisoner to people's thoughts about you. Learn yourself. Learn yourself. Learn what you like. Can you have fun by yourself, or do you always need somebody around to have fun? Are you able to get up and have a good time without somebody being there? Or do you always need somebody because you are not enough? I'm not saying that you're not. I'm just asking you to ask yourself that question. Do you always need somebody in order for you to have a good time? All right? Guys, I'm sick. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My next thing, I was gonna either talk about family conflict. I don't know. Y'all tell me on the next topic which I want to address, and I will definitely make sure that I come better. And I apologize for today because I know that I'm like a little out of it, but I'm trying to be as good as I can. But I was thinking my next topic should be on family conflict. Thank you, mama. Let me know, or y'all can let me know if y'all got any ideas on topics that y'all want me to touch. I already have a long list, but I don't mind talking about other stuff that people may want to hear me talk about. And if you want to join in, let me know. If you want to pop up, join in, be a part of the conversation. Y'all know that you're more than welcome to do that. But that's what it is for today. I've got to get out of here because I feel horrible. And I'm going to the doctor, and I'm going to let y'all know what my results is tomorrow, okay? All right? Ray, you put that website on the bottom of the screen? Mine. Before I get out of here, let me just say this, guys. Let me just say, I'm going to remind y'all some things that we got going on. Just know that if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please make sure that you do that and hit that notification button so you know every time that I go on. And, excuse me. If you have a Roku, make sure you add From the Ground Up Productions TV to the TV list. Guys, we got another show that we're going to be coming soon. It's called Hood Court. Hood Court is going to be, listen, this is smooth. This is laid back. Hood Court is going to be, it's going to be Hood Court, okay? Hood Court is, you could bring people to court, and me, Tyler Mix is going to be on the scene. He's going to be joining me. He's going to be a part of that show. And it's going down. So people that want to bring somebody to court, we judging them off of hood rules. Everything is from the code of the street. It has nothing to do. It has absolutely nothing to do with what the real laws are. We're talking about what the street code is. What the street code is, the code of the street. So look out for that. That's going to be coming soon. Also look out for the compilation that we got coming out called Family Business with me, myself, Double R, Soraya Alexis, Ian95, Poppy Fortune, Cash on Abel, Mason, and Uncle Jay. Did I get everybody? Okay, great. That compilation will be coming out real soon. Big shout out to Lady Z for the connection, for the guy that's doing the engineering. I appreciate that. And what else we got coming? Oh, I don't know if y'all checked out my mixtape. It's called The Miz Tape. That's out right now. So make sure y'all go over to my website. My website, guys, have everything on it. You can catch my podcast on there. You can see the products that I sell. I blog. So even if y'all want me to write up a blog, I write blogs and I post that as well on there too. The network is on there. So if y'all want to do the packages, whatever y'all got going on, I got all of that on my website. If you hit those 3 lines, everything else drops down that you do not see at the top, and everything that I do is on that site. It's a one-stop shop. Go over to ladymiz.com and subscribe to my website. Why is that important? It's important because if Facebook shuts down like they did before, and Instagram and WhatsApp, and if it happens to YouTube, how do I get to my people? I get to y'all because you subscribe to my website. So I have a personal way to talk to y'all and to get to y'all. So make sure y'all go over to my website and check that out. And yes. Big up to Karen and Cash on Abel. Yes. He's definitely doing his thing. So check him out too. He got so many great things going on. I think I'm done and my throat hurts and I feel horrible. So guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm so sorry about the way that I'm feeling today, but I promise you guys, next time I will give you way more energy. But today was just one of them days. But y'all rocked out with me. I appreciate it. Make sure that you love yourself. Don't take no shit from nobody. We are not doing that, okay? We are showing people that we matter. We matter. And if you don't feel that you matter, dig deep down in your soul and figure out whatever issues is going on and get rid of them and heal from them so that you could be better. I'm out. It's your girl, Lady Miz, and I'll see y'all next week.
We hope you enjoyed your time with Lady Miz on Talk Therapy. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.